Hi, I'm Dr. Danny, and today on Dr. Danny TV, I'm going to give you a solution to one of the top issues my clients face as busy women at risk for burning out, and it's how to have time for fun again. Here's the thing, you're busy, and every year that goes by, the more you feel pulled in a gazillion different directions by friends, family, and work commitments, and the most common thing to take a hit is having fun and your passions in life. And this is something I went through myself as a doctor when I was on my way to burning out, and reclaiming my fun factor and my passions was one of the most important things I did to beat stress and overwhelm, and it's the same for the women I help now. Thing is, having fun and having passions in your life is actually really good for your brain. It's actually essential. And it actually activates different neural networks when you do things that bring you radical happiness and joy. And not having a regular injection of fun and passion can actually start spiraling your brain into frequent blue moods, feeling demotivated or uninspired, and that's the road to burning out. This is one of the aspects of human psychology that a doctor is probably not going to tell you, because it's not in their toolbox. And the thing is, most people go to their doctor these days when they face issues like low mood or anxiety or stress or just feeling overwhelmed. And when your doctor doesn't mention this factor to you, this fun factor, you probably get to thinking it's just fluff and it's not important. You may also think that having fun is a luxury and that you're too busy to make it a priority after all the important stuff you have to jam pack into your day. And trust me, I know it's tough because I've been there. But this is one of the most important ingredients to being truly happy. And in fact, the things that most people think make them happy, like making more money, for example, have only a weak association with happiness in the research. However, in contrast to that, doing things that produce what's called the flow state in your brain, researchers have shown people find this flow state so gratifying and rewarding that they will do it just for its own sake, not for what they get out of it, like money and prestige, or for getting anything in return. This state of flow is actually lighting up parts of the brain and quieting down parts of the brain like the posterior cingulate. And these are things that doctors at Yale University are actually now finding out in their MRI and neurofeedback research. So getting into the flow state is all about doing something where your concentration is fully in the moment. Your self-awareness just kind of drifts away and the sense of time gets distorted. It's like, let's say you love gardening. Well, you go out in your garden and you look up and 3 hours have gone by and what feels like 3 minutes. I had to start getting this piece really nailed myself to beat stress and burnout, and getting back into dance was what really did it for me. I remember when I started getting back into dance, and I would have this feeling after I did a dance class or just danced in my living room that no one could bother me, nothing could bother me. I just lost myself for that hour and felt totally rejuvenated afterwards, and I was really ready to tackle the world again. And you know what? I do yoga every day as part of my mind-body practice, but it's still not the same feeling I get from dancing. I just have to dance. So if you can't remember the last time you really let loose, found fun, flow, joy, and happiness in a single activity that you used to love, or if you've had an activity that you've always known you want to try, but you haven't had the guts or the time yet to try it, then I want you to get started with me right now with these 3 simple steps. Number 1 is get out your calendar or your day planner or scheduler right now on your smartphone. And I want you to find 10 minutes sometime in the next 2 days, so do it soon so you're thinking about it, when you're not at work, and I want you to sit somewhere comfortable and write a list of your 5 favorite childhood hobbies, passions, favorite activities, or things that you used to do as a kid that you absolutely loved. These can also be under the secret passions or things that you've always wanted to try but you haven't had a chance yet, like painting or dancing, even if it's at home in your living room, like me, or anything else that seems to call to you, even if it doesn't make logical sense in your current life. Okay, step 2 is pick one of those things after you've had to think. For me, like I said, when I did this exercise, it was dance and actually making simple jewelry, which was really tacky, but the point wasn't what it looked like, it was just doing it. And you want to commit to doing this activity or hobby or passion for 1 hour each week. And it can be more than this, but you want to commit 1 hour each week to this activity and write it in your scheduler now as if it's the most important business meeting that you've ever had. Because the thing is, we get busy, and as women, we tend to put ourselves last. So this part is really, really important. You have to schedule it in 1 hour a week when you have some free time. And if you don't have free time, you have to make free time for this thing. The 3rd step is I want you to call a friend. Call a friend who brings you joy and makes you laugh, and plan to meet up with them sometime for coffee or lunch or dinner or drink sometime in the next 7 days. Again, it's got to be fresh in your mind, so do it soon. If you can't meet up with this person in person, then plan a Skype date or a phone chat. But you can't call them when you're multitasking. So, calling them while going for a run, it doesn't count. Call them when you're in a nice state to receive the kind of joy that they can bring you. And when you meet up with them or you talk to them on the phone, tell them about your new passion or fun plan so they can support you too, and they can keep you honest about sticking to your goal of doing this thing 1 hour a week for the next 8 weeks. This is how much time your brain usually needs to change when you start doing these things that activate different positive neural networks. I want to know, did you find it hard or do you feel guilty trying to fit fun back into your life? Leave me a comment below because I want to know.